An update over here. Hot compost heap number 2 is 25 degrees. Hot compost heap number 1, just had a poke about inside. You can see it's really turned to compost now. Is cold, perfect. And not only is it cold, it's got the worms moving in. I've uncovered over here. All the veg are doing well. Walk along. Everything looking happy. Leeks look happy in there. I've watered today, but it's now rained anyway. Rhubarb chard is all picking up nicely. Broad beans are doing really well. And I've made a little quick system here, just so that they can be partly uncovered and get used to being uncovered, and also so that they can get the bees in. But what I'm going to show you in a second is under there I've made a windrow of horse manure. Anyway, I'll show that in a second. Okay, I've uncovered it just so you can get an idea of it. It's not as tall as it ought to be, but it's at least 3 feet and it's probably 6 feet wide. Took inspiration from this from a video I saw on YouTube. I will try and link that in the comments so that any of you watching this can actually watch that video by an American guy who sort of a master composter of horse manure. He composts his in a windrow, which is what I've made here. And what I'll do is I've got fresh manure in there. That's going to go in the bottom here. I'm going to do that now. Then I'll take some of this stuff at the back and bring over and cover it over that there, so it covers over. You'll get the idea if you watch his video. It's about a 35-minute video his is, all really helpful, but to see what I'm doing here is in about the last 5 or 10 minutes of it. And I'm going to stick the probe in and just try and get a temperature reading of this so we can see what we're kind of working with. Here we go, that's gone in at 10, which is the ambient temperature here. You can see it's rising really quickly there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that fresh manure on the front, then I'm going to come back here, show you what I've done there and show you how hot this has got up to. Okay, now what you can see from there is just this front pile here, and you can see there's a few weeds and things in there. There is actually that which is ragwort, which I'm dubious about. I might take it out and throw it in the hedge. Lots of thistles in there, but that's fine. In with fresh manure. I think it's called thermophilic, someone might correct me, action, which is the heat build up in here, will compost all of that. All the weed seeds will be dead, any pathogens in the manure all be dead. So next thing I'm now going to do is just have a quick look up here, see how much this is rising by. That's up to 27. This pile was cooking hot earlier, but I've shaped it around. It was just a pile in that corner, so it's going to take a little bit of time to build some heat up again in this new shape. I'd expect overnight that's going to be up to 40. I mean, ideally it wants to be up to 55, but that lot has been cooked, well, pretty much all of this has been cooking in this place for quite a while. So if it doesn't get up to temperature, it's not a bother. I'm now going to take some of this, which you'll see probably from the top here, and put on and over that, and you'll see what I'm doing. This is the first 2 shovelfuls. Just wanted to show you that. You can see that whiteness there. That actually means it's got way up to temperature, probably over 75 degrees. All this white on here and here. So that has really cooked. It will cook again with this lot. I'll get this covered up and show you. Don't know if you can see that, but that has got steam coming off it, so it's well hot. And I'll run along with one hand and show you. This end is now covered, and you can see how much that's cooked. This is old stuff on this end, but it's still very green. But you can see there's nothing left on it now. None of the fresh stuff is shown. I'm going to put another forkful over and call that in and cover it up. Not sure if you can see that, but if I go back this way and come in, you can see that a big amount of this has now been cut out. I've just shoved that probe in there, and that is still rising, and that is almost at 30 already. That's well cooked. Tomorrow I need to check the temperature there and see how that's doing, and then just keep doing what we're doing. And what I'm going to do is, once we're over halfway here and I know we're getting towards the fresh stuff, we'll start adding here, and then that fresh stuff will go onto this end. I know we won't get too far, and I know this will get built out quite a bit, but it's about a barrel full a day. Right, going to get this covered up. All covered up now, and hopefully it'll get cooking. Just need to tighten a few bits down and what have you, pull it tight, job done.